Jelly beans, popcorn, chocolate.
Sounds like a birthday party.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if popcorn's really a birthday thing. But.
Hey guys, you want a bowl of popcorn at my party?
Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Rookie Reacts to RWBY. And we are up to 6, 8?
7, 9, 10.
Season 6. I'm not saying volume anymore
6,
because,
8, 7,
like I said, the RWBY doesn't say volume. So they say season. So season 6, episode 8. And the thumbnail looked a little... I have to admit, if you've seen the thumbnail, which you have, if you've watched the show, which you should have done because you're watching our reaction, the thumbnail kind of says that there's going to be an Oscar Jean confrontation, I think, because it shows a very angry Jean with Oscar. So from the intro, there's that confrontation, where he shoves him against the wall. I don't know.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So last episode, we found out Maria's backstory. Michelle,
yes.
Did you like that?
She hold on, don't. Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper, that's correct.
I didn't want any help.
Or sickles, depending upon how you describe it. I mean, I guess they're not curved enough to be sickles. They're probably still scythes.
They're a popsicle.
They're popsicles because they pop.
Cinder cream.
We did have that Cinder Neo scene.
Cinder cream.
I find it very interesting that Cinder said to Neo that Salem has said that RWBY is not to be killed. Yet in the flashback with Maria, we see that Talk, who is the one with the teeth and the watch, based on a crocodile, that she said to her boss, her master, said that Maria was to be killed. And we presume her master was Salem. So if that's the case, Salem wanted other silver-eyed maidens or silver-eyed warriors, not maidens, silver-eyed warriors to be killed, but not RWBY. Why not?
It's her daughter. Dun, dun, dun.
No, I don't think she's not Summer Rose. Summer didn't go in incognito and pretend to be a student at Beacon with her former lover as the headmaster. I don't think that's the case.
Plot twist.
But it might go into my theory that Summer is still alive and in Salem's custody.
I did it from away from the mic.
Yeah, they still heard it. I still think Salem has Summer, and I think she's still alive. And maybe she needs RWBY for something to do with Salem or with Summer. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. There's a difference there, and I thought that was interesting. What do you think of Jean's sister and the family photo?
Lesbians.
And the family photo, and then of course it ended with them realizing that they weren't getting into the military base. I don't know if that's going to progress any further or not.
We'll see.
Because they have to get to. I mean, they have to, right? Get to Atlas.
Have to.
Eventually?
They have to.
I mean, I guess they don't have to, but that's where they're going. You ready for this episode?
Yes, I'm ready.
Any predictions?
No, death. Cinder cream.
Cinder cream again.
Death to all.
Not even Jean and Oscar, as we saw? You're not even going to predict what we saw in the thumbnail?
Oh, the old lady and Oscar are going to bang. Anyways, go.
and your grandmother watches these.
Yeah, well, sorry.
She told us she came to visit.
And
you're saying these lewd things. All right.
Lewd. What a lewd.
You're so lewd.
Oof.
Here we go.
I said bang. We're
starting with Gus again.
They could be shooting each other. Bang, bang.
Here we go. Starting with Gus.
Ugh.
And General.
Christ.
We'll watch this.
No, we won't. You will. Then again, I said that about RWBY.
There's the hitch.
It's a glitch.
The Rooster Teeth hitch.
Glitch.
This is not airspace confusion. This is not
Lag.
terrorist action.
It is a new scene.
The Union's making their play.
Okay. A lot of civilians this time, street level. All right.
All right.
I'm excited to watch it.
All right, folks. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to another Rookie Reactions.
The intro. Okay, let's count the things that we've seen so far happen. Assuming that all of this is telling us what's going to happen this season.
This.
Right. So the moon. We saw the moon shatter. You're absolutely right. We saw that happen.
This.
We saw all the stuff at the Argus, or the train station heading to Argus. Absolutely. We saw the train ride, yeah. We've seen these two.
Fuck.
Blake,
yes.
Yeah. We've seen Blake and Yang dealing with Adam. We've seen Maria show up. We've seen the Maria and
That
Ruby,
we saw
Silver Eyes.
but no, we didn't see
We've
this.
seen, yeah, we did the drinking, heavy drinking, and the Grim in the cellar. We've seen this.
Figuratively.
Yeah, it's all kind of figurative. We've seen this. We know that that's
Cinder
Cinder. And we've seen Neo show up.
Didn't see this yet.
We saw Adam in the very beginning, and we've seen these guys, all the other villains. We haven't seen Adam do anything other than...
We saw her do that.
Yeah, we did see her scream. You're right. We saw this. We know what this is, the flashback with young Salem. We saw all the previous Ozpins or Ozmas.
Oh, we're about to see this.
That I think we're about to see based on the thumbnail. We saw the fight on the train. We saw the fight in the spider place.
Spider-Man.
So I think it's just a Jean thing that's left, and I think we're getting that. That is cool. That without knowing really what those were all about, we're getting them anyway. I mean, that's really cool. They did a really good job with the intro. They always do. They always do. All right,
Always.
They're at the gate.
You didn't even hear us out.
Our orders are clear. The Mistral Atlas
He is
border
there.
closed. Please have a good day.
But-
A good day.
He is there now.
These guys are very cartoony.
there.
With Ironwood.
You said he wasn't there.
Who?
Yeah, General Ironwood.
What's his
Then
crow?
fine.
Oh,
But look,
he's there
we have
now.
Weiss Schnee with us, and we're trying to get her home safely.
Uh-oh.
She got disowned.
Well, she doesn't want people to know she's coming back. Either. Approach. These guys are very cartoony. More so than Ruby's ever done.
Very well. You may speak with our commanding officer. We will fetch her at once.
Oh, her. Is it Winter? No, Winter wouldn't be a commanding officer, right? She's, well, maybe.
Super weird. Yeah.
What's wrong?
Well, I may know this commanding officer.
That's good,
Oh.
isn't it? If she's your friend, then maybe she'd be more willing to help us.
I wouldn't exactly call us friends.
I wouldn't call him a friend.
Not quite. Colleagues? Former.
Enemies?
That's the one.
Wait, what?
Oh, yes, I come through here about once every 10 years to get my eyes checked up in Atlas. You bring outside cashews on one flight, and suddenly you're placed on the additional screening list for life.
You've got to be kidding me.
Now, let's
That's it.
not
So it's not
give
like
up
a
hope yet.
Grim Reaper enemy. It's a Maria enemy.
She's dead.
Maybe she's
She's dead. So it's not going to be Winter. Winter's a special operative anyway. She wouldn't be in command of a base.
Introducing Special Operative
Oh.
Caroline Cordovan.
Okay. As soon as they said special operative, I had hope that might have been Winter. So she's older too, according to the rules of anime that I've been taught.
Witch. She-devil.
I see you've chosen larger contraband to smuggle this time.
Oh, Cordo. You know, they say time changes people, but I see you've still got that stick right out.
Oh, Miss Cordovan? My name is Ruby Rose, and I was wondering if you would hear us out about...
I've already heard what your other little friends had to say, Miss Rose. What are you doing back here? I thought I told you to leave!
And I told you we wouldn't rest until you let us know!
Nice to see you again as well.
You civilians are clearly incapable of comprehending the importance of our mission here in Argus. So allow me to say this slowly with smaller words. This base, that relay tower, the very safety of Argus are all gifts from the glorious kingdom of Atlas. And it is
Boy.
my duty to uphold them as
Okay.
only I have the wit and tenacity for such a task.
Such wit. Such tenacity.
Okay. Bit over the
Maybe
top.
Atlas just wanted to get you as far from the kingdom as possible.
Oh.
You're just like the rest of these Argus ingrates. This city wouldn't even be here if it weren't for our Elysian ancestors. And what do we get in return? The entire world is ready to put a knife to our throats.
Please, we know your kingdom had nothing to do with the fall of Beacon. We were there.
No one's happy about the Atlas borders or embargo, but I know General Ironwood is just worried. It's why we need to talk
The
to...
general is no coward. Atlas is strong. If all the kingdoms plan to make us their enemy, then so be it. Atlas will prevail.
When are they going to mention that again that she's Winter Schnee?
Do you guys seriously have to do that?
If Miss Schnee has truly come to her senses and wishes to return to her family, then of course the Atlas military will escort her home.
Her
The
alone.
kingdom will not be responsible for her friends.
Oh no.
of questionable character.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means we're done here.
So Winter can go. Or,
It's not
sorry.
Winter.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Weiss can go.
Well, your face looks
But nobody else.
like
I don't know why I said
a
Winter.
boot.
Way to show her, Nora.
I don't...
Weiss, I told you we wouldn't leave your side for a second. We'll find a way to Atlas. Together.
I was going to think maybe they would suggest she goes, but Ruby's right. She promised her.
So, where are we going now?
Yeah, what's the plan?
The plan? The plan just got shut on our face 3 times
Oh, don't
over.
give up again, Crow.
I'm going for a drink.
I thought he'd been snapped out of it. Ruby's going to snap him out of it.
I really think we should try and come up with something
No, she can't do it.
together.
What's his problem? It's not your fault we can't go on.
If he's gonna be a jerk, then we'll just come
Oh,
up with something.
this is when they tell him.
I mean, we've got Ozpin with us. He usually knows what to do.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
Yep, there we go.
Everything we did was for nothing.
That's
He's
not
got the crow
true.
reaction.
Really? Because it sure does sound like it.
If Salem can't be killed, then how are we supposed to win this?
Fuck.
Wow. Great plan, everyone.
Look, none of this is great, we know. But we're not the bad guys here.
Are we sure about that?
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
What?
He's in your head, isn't he? Did you already know about this?
Uh-oh.
He didn't know any of it.
How much longer can we even trust him?
John!
How do we even know it's really him? What if we've been talking to that liar this whole time?
John!
He did get the wall slam. Ooh. Oh boy. John's taking the crow route.
Is he gonna be okay?
Gonna start drinking?
I don't know.
I think it would be best if we had some time to ourselves.
Maybe we could all use some space.
Oh boy. Weiss is going to make the decision to go on her own. You know she is. She's looking like she's going to make that decision. She's going to disappear and she's going to have gone to the base.
Come on, please.
I'm predicting it.
Where are you?
Don't throw your scroll.
You know, I came out here to avoid the yelling.
Sorry. The others went to get food for tonight.
Why not go with them?
I don't know. I don't know anything. What do I tell Jean and his team when we don't even have a plan? The crow's out drinking, the husband hasn't come back, and even if he did, I don't know if I can trust him. And there's always Jin, but we only have one more question we could ask her. I feel like I'm letting everyone down.
You know, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
What?
If I have to explain it to you, it'll just defeat the purpose. But if you're tired of not knowing anything, how about we discuss those eyes of yours?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I would be honored.
Sit back down, for Pete's sake. Let's start with what you do know. Tell me.
Silver-eyed people are supposed to be legendary warriors. Or something. And at the Follow Beacon, I turned a giant wyvern into stone.
Oh boy.
Look, if I already knew everything, I wouldn't be asking for help.
Yelling. It's not your fault. I had my father to teach me. And even he didn't have all the answers. But what he told me makes sense, given what I've seen.
We're getting it.
Was he a huntsman too?
It wasn't really an official title back in his day.
Ah.
I only knew him as an old soldier and an excellent teacher. I never attended one of those fancy academies of yours, but I scored higher on the license exam than any other huntsman or huntress that day.
Huh. You must have been proud.
He would have scolded me for showing off. He'd never been able to find much information about our abilities. Just legends of warriors whose eyes shone like mirrors, reflecting the light of the world onto darkness. He found so little, in fact, that it made him cautious. How could such powerful bloodlines be so rare? Unless something was actively seeking to destroy them.
Salem.
I tried to keep my powers a secret, but as you know, it wasn't enough. I owe my life to my training and my semblance. At the end of the day, those are still your most powerful tools.
What is your semblance?
Reflexes. A silly name I came up with. Hard to explain, but I can sense everything better than most and react to attacks almost before they happen.
Spider sense.
Combine that with my training and secret ability to turn Grimm to stone, or blind them, or vaporize them. And that's how you become the Grim Reaper.
So, how do I laser beam monsters with my eyeballs?
First, you stop thinking like that. I want you to think of all the times you've triggered your powers. What did those moments have in common?
I was scared and stressed.
Losing people you love.
Is it emotional? Like unlocking a
It's Ruby
semblance?
song.
It's emotional, but
It
more
is.
focused than that.
Red like roses.
What is it you wanted?
I wanted to protect my friends.
Yep.
Precisely. It is the desire to preserve life which fuels the light inside you. And make no mistake, it is light. Preservation is an extension of creation, or at the very least, an enemy of destruction. The creatures of Grimm were made by the god of darkness, but your light comes from his brother.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that?
Because we saw in the flashback.
I always knew how to use the light, but never why it only worked on the Grimm. Then Jin showed us her vision.
Yeah.
Were you paying attention?
Yep. The God of Light had the same light. And it vaporized the Grimm. Yep, I noticed that.
The God of Light. His eyes. Okay, where do we start?
Well, not here. The light will only work in the presence of Grimm, meaning the only practice you'll get will be a trial by fire. But what you can do is focus on creating a state of mind that you can tap into when you need it. Don't think about your light as a means of destroying evil, but as a way to protect the people of Remnant.
But that can't be right.
Not a weapon, a shield.
You said the light only reacts to Grimm, but I used it during our battle at Haven. It reacted to Cinder.
Ah.
Interesting. Perhaps there was something that you just weren't seeing?
The dragon was there. Maybe that's why Salem wants her. Because it doesn't just react to Grimm. She's gone.
It's Oscar.
Oh.
She's right there.
He's missing.
Sorry, I didn't look.
Oscar left.
Oh, Oscar's missing.
That's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to say it because I
Oh,
didn't want to look like an
man.
idiot.
Okay. Well, you could have guessed. I look like an idiot all the time.
I was saying it in my head. I was like, because he was staring at Ruby the entire time they were talking.
Yeah.
I was like, it looked like he was about to fucking dip.
Well, yeah. But I didn't know that he was gonna. I knew he was down place, but I didn't know he was gonna run.
Okay.
So I think that might be why she's of interest to Salem. If maybe it wasn't the dragon that triggered Ruby's eyes, maybe it really was Cinder. And Cinder didn't have her Grim arm at that time, right?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Cinder did have the Grim spider thing, but was that just a temporary thing, or was that still on her? She didn't use it. She didn't need to use it with Pyrrha.
I don't remember.
Or with Autumn. Autumn. Yeah. Whatever her name is. Amber. With Amber.
Ding dong.
She didn't use it with Amber the second time. So did she still have it? Was that what she was reacting to? But again, she didn't. In the presence of Grim, there was a dragon, potentially the spider. But if it wasn't those, if it was the Silver Eyes being able to be used against anyone, being able to be used at any time, and impact maidens. Oh, remember?
Nope.
So it's not just Grim, it's maidens too. Because remember, Salem was telling Cinder that the Silver-Eyed Warrior is a danger to her now that she... We always assumed it was potentially because she had Grim parts, but it might be because she was a maiden.
Grim parts.
So if Ruby's powers, if the Silver Eyes can also work against maidens, it still doesn't explain why she doesn't just want Ruby killed. I'm trying to figure out an explanation for why
she wants her eyes.
What's the point?
She wants to put them in her sockets.
She wants to have them too?
Yeah.
That seems
wants to
weird.
wear them as a necklace.
That seems weird, although not out of the question.
Oh,
that does seem kind
okay.
of weird, though.
A little bit.
I guess that's possible. Kind of creepy, but yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why she doesn't want to kill Ruby. Why? Well, at least she's ordered Cinder not to kill Ruby. Now, it may not be that she doesn't want to kill Ruby. It may be that she doesn't want Cinder to kill Ruby because she feels if Cinder is a free reign to kill Ruby, she's just going to go crazy, which she's already doing. But maybe she was just doing it as a way to rein in Cinder, and not as a way to say, "I don't want Ruby killed. I just don't want you killing Ruby." I don't know.
Who knows?
So I still think, I mean, Oscar ran off. And he's probably just trying to deal with what his life means now, right? Because he had that whole thing with Ruby. You know, am I just another one of his lives sort of thing? But is he going to try to get into Atlas? I don't know how he could. As Ozpin, he could, but he would have to talk to somebody like Ironwood who would know, and nobody's letting them talk to Ironwood. I still think Weiss is going to do it. I think she's going to. She knows that Ruby has promised that she won't leave her side, but I think she's going to realize she needs to step up for the team. And she needs to go there on her own, which would be kind of a bummer because we've already seen her there on her own, and it lasted a little too long. But if she goes there and finds Ironwood right away and doesn't have to deal with her father again and her brother, then maybe. Or maybe we get to see her dealing with her mother. That would be good. That would be cool. But anyway, I still think Weiss is going to go on her own. I have that feeling to get them in. So Team Juniper's very upset, as Team RWBY was initially when they found out. Jean has gone the way of Crow. Do you think Jean's going to start drinking? No?
Yeah.
But he's definitely gone the reaction of extreme, you know, our life was meaningless sort of thing. So what did you like about this episode? Any other thoughts?
This one was kind of like just information.
Yeah.
And Ruby's eyeballs.
There was a lot of information about Ruby's eyes and stuff.
Ruby eyes. Rubios.
Do you think that Maria and or her father and her family is in any way connected to anybody else?
Nope.
Okay. Because there was a lot of speculation maybe she was connected somehow to the Rose family in some way. But I agree with you. I don't think they're necessarily connected at all. I mean, way down the line. Way back at some ancestor maybe. But I don't think there's a direct connection we're going to see between them. Maybe, but I don't think so. Okay. Can't think of anything else right now.
Nope.
That occurred to me. Let's just flip ourselves through the episode. Just kind of
flip ourselves.
So this is the revelation. This is the training of the Silver Eyes. I don't know why it started just like playing again all of a sudden. Silver Eyes. She was trying to reach somebody on her phone. Oh, it was Uncle Crow. Couldn't reach him.
Yes, you weren't paying attention.
He wasn't answering. No, I saw. I just was trying to remember. So, okay, this is going very slowly on the skip, so we'll do it manually. We'll do it with the clicky of the mousey. So the over-the-top characters at the beginning of the gate. I love the scene between Maria and the commander.
Oh,
that was kind of funny. Their little hate relationship. That was funny. I was half expecting maybe Winter, but then I realized she was a special operative. But then when they said she was a special operative, I'm like, well, maybe Winter could command the base. And Nora having the aggressive tendencies towards it. Nora's going to be another Maria, basically, with that commander, if she has any kind of relationship with her. Jean is very upset, but not for the reason I thought. Remember, at the beginning, I speculated that maybe Jean would find out that he was somehow related to Ozma, and that would be part of the reaction. But it's more of a Crow reaction of, our life is meaningless. We've done nothing. This has been for nothing. That sort of thing. So, yeah, cool stuff. All right, next episode. Any predictions? None at all? Do you think they're going to get into Atlas?
I want Cinder
When do you
Cream.
think they're going to get into Atlas? Do you think it'll be at the end of the season or in the next episode?
I want Cinder Cream. By the end of this episode. I mean, by the end of the season.
At the end of the season, they'll appear in Atlas? That'll be the last thing that happens,
Yes.
you think? Okay. A lot of people are predicting that. I don't know. This season has been going pretty fast. They've been resolving things quickly. I think they might get to Atlas before the final episode. Maybe a couple episodes. Maybe next episode or the episode after that. I don't even remember how many episodes are left in this season. I don't even remember how many episodes are left in this season. But anyway, that was pretty cool. Looking forward to next week. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Catch you next time.